Born in Rouen in France, Thomas Pesquet was an aerospace engineer and pilot before he was selected to join ESA's astronaut corps. As the youngest of ESA's new recruits, he completed the basic training program designed to prepare trainee astronauts for the mental and physical challenges ahead.
Training for a flight is very, very long, and it encompasses so many different things: languages, physical fitness, technology, science, and also a lot of exploration type training, which I think is good. And really the principle is take a bunch of astronauts, put them in a very difficult, unusual situation underwater for 9 days or in a cave. So it's skill-based technical training, but also pretty much psychological training. And I'm glad I did a lot of this the first time around because it prepares you well for space.
In 2016, Thomas became the fourth French astronaut to travel to the ISS, launched inside a Russian Soyuz crew module from Baikonur in Kazakhstan. He spent almost 6 months on board the station as flight engineer, during which he worked on an international program of experiments and carried out maintenance tasks, including 2 spacewalks. After returning to Earth, Thomas worked as a Capcom, acting as an interface between astronauts and ground control at NASA's Johnson Space Center.
During the first hour of the EVA.
He also began preparing for the upcoming Alpha mission, which will see him return to the ISS. Throughout training, his spaceflight experience has made him a valuable asset to both colleagues and instructors.
This time I'm more into passing the knowledge kind of attitude, because there's this experience that I've had of being on station. So even with the instructors, they're telling us, oh, this is how it works, and then you can have a conversation and say, hey, but on station we use it this way, and maybe doesn't it make more sense to use it this way, etc., etc.
Thomas has trained at centres across the world with the station's international partners, becoming familiar with latest procedures and new hardware. By launch, he'll be ready for every eventuality in orbit.
The training is very diverse. Every space agency is responsible for their own parts and bits and pieces. So you go from NASA to Russia, here in ESA. The specificity that we have here in Europe is that there's another layer. There's a European component run by ESA, and then there's a national component run by CNES. They picked some experiments, they're funding them, and they're sending them to the ISS.
Thomas Pesquet's upcoming mission will happen in a year which marks 20 years of ESA astronauts on board the ISS. Like those who came before him, he'll use the opportunity to build on his experience and practice new skills, continuing to take European human spaceflight to the next level.